I need all white people to move to the back. This is a black and brown resistance march.
Parks would like that. Oh, yeah.
All up in here. If you are for this march, if you are here to support, you will appropriately take your place in the back of this march.
Oh, yeah.
It was truly led by
Wasn't
the
it wrong with
brown
Rosa Parks?
community.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
This ain't the time for us to question if not we allies or if we sleeping on fucking one of y'all. This ain't the point. This ain't the time. This ain't the place. Take our rightful positions and get behind us.
That's right. Black people must be our own leaders.
So if y'all see any white folks, direct them to the back of the crowd.
How about you leave then? How about you leave?
That includes media.
You can get the fuck out.
That black media. That includes media. They include black media. That includes media. I need all of y'all to get back. I need all of y'all to get back.
You mean you can get the
All of y'all to get back. White media, get to the back. Black media, come to the front. White media, you can use. Use the front. Somebody can tell this person to get to the back. Yo, somebody needs to tell this person to get to the back. Y'all ass up. You know how we're gonna air out this bullshit today. Get to the back or you will be out from this fucking march. We are not afraid to put people out. We are not afraid to put people out. White people to the back. Black people to the front. That includes
white people will not be
media.
getting on the struggle. Don't get on.
They got people. You can't respect it. Go home.
University President James Wagner used chalk to declare his support for free speech, but only after he had held meetings, issued conciliatory statements, and even offered emergency counseling in response to complaints from some Emory students who said they felt intimidated and unsafe following the appearance on campus of Trump 2016 messages scrawled in chalk.
You might as well be racist if you're supporting a racist.
Everyone is talking about how they're allowed to write Trump everywhere because it's the First Amendment, but it's also our right to speak out against that and to say that we're not okay with that and we feel hurt by that.
In initially siding with those disturbed by the chalk scribblings already imperiled by April showers, President Wagner cited what he called genuine concern and pain in the face of this perceived intimidation.
He conceded to the protesters. I felt that he legitimized their claims. I think he should have stood for the First Amendment.
The fever spread to the University of Kansas, where a Muslim student tweeted out photos of more Trump chalkings and asked if this is what a post-racial paradise looks like. Another student queried the university to ask if such messages, if scrawled by a Jayhawk student, would be allowed, and the university tweeted back, yes.
Blanket, fry like bacon. Pigs in a blanket, fry like bacon. Pigs in a blanket, fry like bacon. Pigs in a blanket, fry like bacon.
This group marching at the state fair, chanting horrific things. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon, they're saying.
I want the car now.
Hey, easy. Hey. Who dumped the water on Lauren's head?
I don't know who that was. That was a woman somewhere.
Walked away that way.
Okay, so we were just kind of engaging. You were engaging in a little bit of a conversation with a couple of self-identified feminists, and then got water dumped or something dumped all over you. What on earth just went down?
I'm hoping that it is pop. I think it is pop, but it could be this.
Where should I start?
You know, the division in the country right now, that it's so hard for people just to get past that we can disagree and still be cordial with one another. People need to calm down, get a little less politically correct, and I would say, you know, love everybody except, I'd say, screw that Joey Behar bitch. Everybody.
You cannot say that.
I mean, lady.
We apologize for that.
Hey, we all love this country, and, let's have different ideas, but try to move forward and be more together and realize at the end of the day, we're all Americans.
So what did he call me? Now, did he say to call me a bitch?
Yes. And you come for one of us. You came for all of us, Kid Rock.
This bitch and these bitches will be happy to have you on the show and have a beer. Let me tell you this,
That's right. Come on Monday, Kid Rock.
Yeah, I'm happy to have, hash it out with him, but he's going to have to do better than be here with me. Okay? If he's going to call you a bitch, the least he can do is show up here with Blue Label. If not, I don't want anything.
Yeah, a little whiskey, a little bourbon, a little champagne.
I thought Steve Doocy handled, that's a show I used to anchor, and I thought the way he handled it right in that moment to apologize and to admit that, like, this should not be said. I've been in those moments where someone called President Obama, former president, a racist on the air. And you have to react in those moments because that doesn't represent who you are.
Right.
And so it's important to point out that they handled it well.
They did.
But what is it about me that he feels the need to say that, though? Who am I?
We need to get him on and ask him
I'm just a comedian on a show. Why doesn't he go after the big
You're
shot?
a very powerful
Why me?
voice. You're a very powerful voice
apparently.
in this country.
Who knew?
But I want to say first, I don't agree with calling any woman a bitch for having a political opinion. People do it to me all the time. I don't agree with that. I will say that what surprised me about Bob, which is his real name, doing this, is, and I feel like
Kid Rock's real name is Bob?
Yeah, and I know that. Bob Ritchie.
That's not as fun.
But what I will
What
say
about
is
Bob?
I have had many interactions with him because he performed at Buffalo Chip in South Dakota at the Sturgis biker rally, introing my parents. He's a big Republican. He actually did something with Sean Penn where he was talking about bringing the country together. So this is very off tone for where he's been, and I'm very surprised by it. I agree, you come for one of us, you come for all of us at this table, hands down. I love you, Joy, you know that. Thanks for looking up when I say that. Really appreciate it. You know what, I'm done actually.
We're supporting Nazis. Do you understand that?
Communism?
Yeah, I fucking am.
They killed way more people,
Don't pour your coffee on me.
Fuck you, I will.
Than the
Fuck
Nazis?
But do you understand that fascism is here?
What is wrong
Y'all
with
understand
you?
that Nazis are
What
fucking
is
here?
wrong with you, woman?
A fucking Nazi was
What
just
is
elected
wrong
in
with you?
Brazil.
You're pouring coffee on strangers. You have to ask yourself, what the hell is wrong with you?
Nazis are fucking shooting
You're
my people.
throwing milk at people.
Nazis are shooting my people.
Right,
I don't give a damn.
Nazis are socialists, by the way.
Nazis are not fucking socialists, you dumbass. Pick a history class, you piece of shit.
National Socialism. National Socialist is actually the name of the...
The National Socialists. Oh my god, as if I don't know this is a fucking
When
history
she starts
major.
mocking you, that's when there's no argument left.
My god. Why do y'all always focus on the socialist part of that instead of the nationalist part of that? Why don't you realize that there were fucking KPD, Communist Party, fucking Socialist Party in the German parliament at the same time? Goddamn idiots. Can you leave? In fact I can, because I have class to go to, but I hope y'all realize that you are normalizing and enabling Nazis. And you can film me, I don't give a shit. Listen here. 11 of my people are fucking dead this weekend. 2 black people are dead in Kentucky.
Yeah,
These are fucking nationalist murderers. That this normalizes. Do you really care?
Yeah.
Do you? Here, have a jacket.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's I have a jacket I can give this too.
Cool.
I'm so sorry. It's okay. No, thank you.
The reason I mention this is not to refute him, but to say as I'm listening to him talk, it occurred to me, wow. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. All right. All right. Uh-oh. We have a critic. All right, let me keep going. All right. All right. You'll have your chance, my friend. All right. Okay. You know what? I think it's a real reflection of the... See, this is the acceptable bigotry of the left. This is the acceptable bigotry of the left in which... You have this lousy beneficiary of white privilege, right? Now, if he knew an ounce of history, he would sit here, listen to me, and stand up and ask a question that will show me up. But he won't do that. He won't do that because he's a thug. He's a thug who wants to shout me down. That's all he knows how to do. Listen, you don't have the right to tell these people what they can hear. They all came voluntarily. So why don't you sit your butt down and listen to me and then ask your question? It's not your school. It's not your school. Did you start it? Did you pay for this building? You're probably... All right. All right. Yeah, let me have my say. Ma'am? Hold on. May I call in security? Ma'am?